you're hosting events on Zoom regularly, attendance tracking might be something that's interesting to you. Today, we're going to talk about 3 potential solutions that you can use to track attendance on Zoom. Let's get started. A whole host of reasons why you might want to track attendance on Zoom. It could be because you're hosting a live online course and you need to make sure that students are showing up and participating for some sort of credit. Another reason could be that you're just trying to understand engagement trends in terms of, hey, what types of events is my audience resonating with? Whatever it is, let's discuss the different solutions you can use. One is to manually track attendance via Zoom. It's not the most glamorous solution, but it is very accurate. Manual attendance tracking, you're probably going to need a spreadsheet or pen and paper, and you'll want to actually write down the names of every individual attendee within the Zoom session. Have people enter a form that you include in the chat at the start of the session that can help remove some of the manual work, but this can easily be forged or manipulated, so this is not the most dependable method. Your program grows beyond 30 participants, this is going to quickly become unmanageable. So let's talk about solution number 2, which is using the Zoom downloadable reports. For each Zoom session, you're actually able to go into Zoom and download attendee data for that meeting. The benefit of this raw data is that it's completely automatic. You don't need to do anything manually and type things into spreadsheets. However, the Zoom data can be difficult to interpret. Usually there needs to be some manual massaging to make the data look the way you really want. For example, the Zoom attendance data will actually be completely raw. So you're not actually going to get the name and email addresses of every attendee, especially if they weren't logged into Zoom. Instead, you're going to see join times and then some partial information if it's available. Fields that are traditionally available in the Zoom attendance report include name, email, join time, leave time, guest status, and recording consent. And these fields aren't available for every participant, but if somebody is logged into Zoom, most of this information should be available. 3 is using a third-party virtual event manager. Virtual Event Manager is simply a tool that helps facilitate your live online events, particularly for Zoom. And generally, they come out of the box with a ton of analytics data, more so than you would get with a platform like Zoom. An example of a Virtual Event Manager is the tool called Virtually. You can learn more about Virtually at tryvirtually.com. I'll also include a link in the description. Virtually has the benefit of getting really accurate attendance data regardless of whether or not students are signed into Zoom or not. The way this works is Virtually will actually intercept participants before they enter the Zoom event and prompt them to enter in their email address. If you've uploaded all of your member roster data, very quickly Virtually will be able to match this to their profile and track their attendance as well as all attendance trends for previous and future events that they might attend. This is you're not at the whim of Zoom whatsoever or student misbehavior. Instead, Virtually ensures that you get the most accurate information that's easily accessible and then exportable into whatever third-party database you might need. If you're interested in reading more about how you can track attendance on Zoom, check out some of the resources in the description. With that, this is Ish, signing off.